everybody, welcome back to the Fit Curls. My name is Angela, and today we are going to be talking about some very simple ways to change up your hairstyle. Since spring is right around the corner, it's always a nice opportunity to go for a little bit of change. And today I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite very easy hairstyles that you can do probably with stuff that you already have in your house. So without further ado, let's do this thing. The first style I'm going to show you guys is probably my number one go-to at this point, and it is definitely the easiest style in my arsenal. All we're going to do is pin one side back. So I like to pick the side where it feels like the curls look good at the ends. As you can see here, I'm on day 4 curls, and the curls look amazing at the ends, but my roots are just a little bit flat. I'm going to take a bobby pin, just a regular old run-of-the-mill bobby pin, and with the squiggly side in towards my head, I'm going to pull back this section to just barely in front of my ear and a little bit more kind of right across from my cheekbone to give that a little bit of an accent there. I'm going to take the bobby pin, slide it in, nice and secure, give the hair a little fluff, and that's all there is to it. It can stay that simple, or I actually like to dress it up a little bit with a fancier pin. So once it's secured, I'm going to take this beauty here, which is going to match my earrings. Might as well keep it all coordinated, right? Take this pin and I'm going to slide it basically right in front of the more utilitarian bobby pin. This way, the side that still has plenty of volume and life in it is still on display in all of its glory, but the other side is just jazzed up a little bit. So that's style number 1. Hairstyle number 2 is just as simple. All you need for this one is a scrunchie. So this is going to be a half up, half down hairstyle. I'm going to start by leaving this section out in the front. Because of how short my front pieces are, they're more of a face framing length, so I'm going to leave them out almost like a long bang here. The rest of the hair is just going to be a very small section from the front and top of both sides. And I'm going to pull that up right about to the crown of my head. Not too high, or I'm going to look like Cindy Lou Who, not too low, or I get no volume whatsoever. So I'm going to pull that right to the crown of my head, take my handy dandy scrunchie, and loop it twice. That's all I need, is just twice. I'm going to zhuzh it a little bit. Now I've got my cute little poof back here. Show you from both sides. Now, if you don't have a ton of layers in your hair and you want more of a stacked appearance on the side, I'm going to give you a little trick to do here. All you need is a couple of bobby pins, just your standard run-of-the-mill bobby pin, and without opening it up, you can take a little bit of hair, kind of that top layer, and just weave the bobby pin through. It'll catch all little hairs that it needs to without taking too much with it. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Just pull that top layer up a tiny bit, weave that bobby pin in, and there you have it. Way more life, a way more layered looking appearance, and a very stylish look for spring. Style number 3 really is as simple as throwing on a headband. Headbands are awesome options for days when the top of your hair just looks a bit like a wreck and you want to keep your hair down, or at least mostly down, but you want to hide those places where you're gathering a little bit more frizz before you wash. So we're going to be using this lovely head wrap here. I like how sparkly it is, and also if you can't tell from my outfit, I am obsessed with all things pink. So I'm going to take this head wrap and I'm going to start just by slipping it right over my head and pulling the bottom hair out from underneath. Now, instead of pulling all of my hair back to show off my forehead, which I don't mind doing, this time I'm going to again leave those little front pieces out. So all I'm gonna do is stretch the head wrap out a little bit with the knot, so it's going to go right up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna slip it right over that top section of hair, pulling out any little bits that tried to go back with it. Spread the top out just a little bit, fluff up the back, et voila. Nice and easy. If the back of your head around the crown doesn't have a whole ton of volume, which is often something that I actually struggle with myself, I'm gonna take my little comb here, pull the top pieces up just a little bit, and very lightly, gently back comb underneath them. By day 3 or 4, if you pick out your roots on your first day, chances are picking is actually just gonna pull the roots further out from your head and is gonna make them feel a little bit flat. So this is where the back combing technique comes in handy. Thanks to our lovely texture on top, no one will be able to see the teasing underneath, and you can always detangle with a ton of conditioner during your next wash day. So there we have it. A little bit more volume on top, plenty of bouncy curls all over. Hairstyle number 4 also involves a headband, but we're going to be using a different style of headband this time. This one just goes right over top of the head. It has a cute little tie on top, which is always a nice little feminine touch for spring, as well as the floral print here. The difference is from the last style, not only just the style of headband I'm going to use, but the way I'm going to use it. I'm going to start with our friendly neighborhood bobby pins. Now, this time all I'm gonna do is take each side, very similar to the first style, lightly open up the bobby pin with the zigzag part facing in towards my head. Just gonna slide that in. That's one. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Right by the ear. That's 2. So right now I've got all of that hair pinned away from my face. You could stop here if this is the look that you like, but for me, I'm gonna shake all of this back out of my face. Well, hey there, forehead, nice to meet you. And I'm going to gently place the headband right on top and then give the hair a little bit of a tug. See if I can create a little bit cleaner of a poof, eliminate any part in the front section. I love using a headband rather than a head wrap for this style because it leaves my bottom curls completely undisturbed and ready to flourish. Gives me lots of volume and a pretty pattern on the bottom. So yeah, there you go. Hairstyle number 4. We're on to our final hairstyle, hairstyle number 5, which is actually more like hairstyles 5, 6, and 7 all thrown together. There are lots of options for how to make this really your style. So we're gonna start with the absolute most basic form. I'm gonna use my Invisibobble here, and I'm gonna create a poof. Once again, I'm leaving the front section of my hair out. I don't wanna waste these super bouncy curls because it's day 4 and they still look this good. Why on earth would I put them away? Now, what I am going to do is pull the rest of my hair back. I have a boar bristle brush here, try saying that 5 times fast, and I'm going to very gently brush and smooth the sides of my hair back away from my face. Okay, I'm gonna add the bottom section and bring this whole style a little bit further up towards the crown of my head. Same as we talked about during the half up, half down style. I don't want to bring it any higher than the crown because with my face shape and the length of my hair, it looks really wonky if I take too much of my hair too high. So pulling it to the crown, I'm going to take my Invisibobble and just wrap it twice. No more than twice. I'm going to give the poof a little zhuzh. And there it is. Now, there are a couple of different ways to stylize this to your personal taste. I actually really like to take the front section of my hair. If I'm not leaving it down, I like to use it to my advantage as I pull it back. So I'll show you that here. I'm gonna take this front section and let me give this a little bit of adjustment here so that way we don't have that weird part line in it. And I'm just gonna take it right here, leaving the cute little curly ends out, using just a regular old bobby pin here. Tiny opening just so it doesn't slide out on you later. I'm gonna give that another one from the other side to be super secure. Okay, so now we've got a little bit more curl right towards the front there. Very cute, classic poof. If you want to dress it up a little bit further, we've always got our same little diamond hairpin here. I'm just gonna slide it right over top of the bobbies to give it a little bit more jazz. If you can, try to hide the regular bobby pins in your hair as much as possible. It's not a skill that I have acquired very well yet, but I'm working on it. I love how clean and classic this style is. It's also a great way to show off your earrings if you're wearing some nice jewelry. Our last option is adding a head wrap. So you can do this with the poof pulled back or with the front of your hair let down. I'm going to show it to you with the poof because it's already here. I like to position it right behind the poof, wrap it around the bottom section of my hair, which is really handy if you don't want to show off your roots. If it's way too close to wash day, you've used the maximum amount of dry shampoo that you can handle, and you're just not about that life. The style is such a great option for anything from working out to going out. I wear this at least once a week myself. And that is it for today's video. Drop a comment below and let me know which of those styles was your favorite or which one that you've tried and love on yourself. If you haven't already and you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. No pressure if you didn't like it, just don't click any buttons. Before you go, don't forget to click that subscribe button and the little notification bell next to it once you're subscribed. That way you're not going to miss a single bit of content that we have coming out on the Fit Curls coming up. We release a new video every single Friday, and with that, thank you guys so much for watching the Fit Curls, and we'll see you next Friday. Bye! Kind of pull the hair back to the point where you can axe at it. For the love of God, get this work on the first time. Ah! Ah! I always get really freaked out there. Or more of a face framing height, or wow. Can you see the back of me? I don't think you can. Remote Chronicles. It's gonna happen every time. We release every video. A timeless. This is gonna happen every time. Ah, where's my bobby pin? I almost just lost a contact there.